one of the amazing things, thank you, dear Lord, is that we're, on the wings of some of the greatest songs ever written. And this material is known around the world. I mean, people have such an emotional connection to these songs and the story. They all feel like they know Carole King, and they got married to these songs, and they had their first kiss to these songs.
But will you love me tomorrow?
Doug has created a script and a story that are so human and funny that you get sucked in to wanting to be with these people.
Welcome to Australia. I'm sitting here with the esteemed producer, Mike Bosner. Welcome to Sydney, Mike.
Mr. Cassel, hello.
So rewind.
Yes.
How did it all begin for you?
Like any good showbiz story, the phone rang one day, and it was the president of EMI Music Publishing, and they had been trying to do some version of this show or a Carole King show for a long time, but no one could quite crack it.
They say the women treat you fine on Broadway.
But we found Doug, and we knew from the get-go, he captured the warmth of these people, the humor.
You make me feel so good inside.
You start in San Fran, and then you arrive on Broadway, and now the show's running all around the world. How's the show evolved?
What we realized through those years of development was everybody wanted just a little bit more of Carole. They loved Barry and Cynthia, but they wanted to know about Carole because that was the girl they had their tapestry moment. The famous song that we were missing was You've Got a Friend.
Oh wow, which is such a great feature of the show now.
Oh my God, it stops the show every night. And it seems so easy the way it is now, but we could not find a place for that song.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall. Winter, spring, summer, or fall. All you have to do is call.
At one point we started the show with that song, and that was a real downer. And then at one point we ended the show after Earth Move. Paul had this idea of, it's gonna be like Judy and Carnegie Hall.
Sings along,
yeah, we're gonna
hold hands.
sit on the, sit over the footlights, and that was a total buzzkill.
You've seen now the Australian company, a few times, delivering this stellar show. What's your reaction to the Australian cast? And how does it compare to performances you've seen around the world?
It's extraordinary. Period.
We'll own that.
Yeah, no, it's extraordinary. This cast completely makes it their own. Esther Hannaford, who's playing Carole, is just stunning. We very specifically from the get-go said we are not going to hire Carole King impersonators, but what we do is we look for traits in these actors and performers that are very, Carole-esque. Really what Carole has more so than anything else is this immense joy that comes out when she starts performing.
Uninitiated,
Yes.
how would we describe Beautiful?
These are some of the best songs ever written, and I hope and I think we've put together a show that takes you by surprise. It shows you the backstage world of that, of how some of these were put together. There's a couple surprises thrown in there, and it's really a lens into the people who changed the course of rock and roll.
Stupid Cupid, stop picking on me.
Mike Bosner, it's an absolute pleasure having you here with us in
Thank you,
Sydney.
sir.
Thank you for entrusting us with your show, and long may it run.
From your mouth to the man upstairs. Thank you, sir.
That you're beautiful.